Hello, Root&Connect here, otherwise known as Angela. I think about talking on these videos or making these videos often because I have a lot of insights swirling around, new awareness that I want to share. And since I have a hard time finding the time to make these videos, it dawned on me today that I could just walk and talk. So that's what I'm going to try today. So there's a few themes that pop up in my work. So each week it seems like there's a particular theme. And sometimes the themes can last like for the entire month with different people. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about the themes that have been popping up in the last couple weeks, which are, practicing courage, like feeling courage, knowing that there is a part of us that even when we're feeling really insecure and experiencing self-doubt and fear, and all the other things that go along with that, right? Feelings of inadequacy, which have to do a lot with the way that we're thinking about ourselves. There's always a part of us that knows that we are whole, we are fully capable, we are worthy, we are enough. And I have been encouraging the practice of mustering up courage, remembering that the feeling of courage is always accessible. Like we can think back to a time in our life where we know that we were afraid to do something, but we took a step forward and then took another step forward, and we said the thing we needed to say, or we took an action for our benefit. We essentially listened to ourselves, and we thought, you know what, I am going to break through the fear, and I'm just going to say what I need to say or do what I need to do. So that is something that I've been trying to access within myself as well, of like just feeling the courage to even get on a video. I think part of me, I'm pretty tired of Instagram and all the things, right? I get tired of it, and I have a tendency to not want to look at it at all, because it just feels like there's so much, right? There's just so much being said, so much being shared. And I think that everyone is wanting to do the same. Everyone is wanting to voice their new awareness, their knowledge, their information, or just really wanting to be seen and heard. But I just realized that since I haven't been able to find the time to write, I might as well just say what I want to say here. So another theme, other than, I am courageous, which that's the mantra that I have been practicing and also encouraging my clients to practice, which is like, we can we can shift into a space of feeling courage anytime we want, right? Like we really can. We just have to learn the practice of identifying events in our life where we did feel courage and we knew that we were able to feel courage and access it. And then we can muster up that feeling again in our bodies. And then, there's the other thing that I wanted to share about a theme, which is taking up space. Which, taking up space, it's connected to having courage, right? Like if I I'm going to walk this way because there's a beeping sound. But if I tell myself that, I am worthy, if I like get to a space where I muster up the courage to believe in myself and to take actions that lead to like my highest good, right? Or actions that really meet my needs, I begin to feel more worthy. And then as I begin to feel more worthy, I feel more comfortable, more secure with taking up space. The whole idea of thinking about how we all have a right to own, our needs, our wants, our desires, our thoughts, our ideas. Like, we have a right to own what we feel, and we don't really need anyone else. Like I feel like we will desire for others to validate us less if we are validating ourselves. It starts with, believing that what you have to say or the thing that you want to do, it's worthy. And it doesn't have to be worthy because someone else says that it's worthy. It's worthy because you believe that it's worthy. And so, one of the thoughts that I have had for a long time is this idea about owning our actions, owning our thoughts, owning our emotions, owning our fears. And how do we do that? How do I communicate to myself and to others that I'm actually owning, right? One of the epiphanies that I had is that, like, when I'm present with myself and I can identify, oh yeah, I have this feeling right now. Like, I feel, I'm going to go with like an icky feeling, right? Like, I feel small, or I feel unloved. Maybe even I feel jealous, right? It's like emotions like that are hard to own. Oh, here's a big one. Shame. I feel shame, right? How many of us actually want to own the fact that we feel shame? I mean, it's not an emotion that any of us enjoy feeling, and especially is not an emotion that we want to actually like confess to experiencing or to feeling, right? So I just want to leave you with that. Just for today, I want to leave you with that thought of, this is all tied in together, right? Like, when I validate myself, which means I feel sad right now, and I might even also feel angry. And you know what? That's okay. I can feel angry. I have a right to feel angry. It's a natural emotion. Whatever happened or whatever didn't happen that I wanted to happen, or maybe it was, something that triggered like a childhood wound for me. The point is that when I feel angry and I can own that, yes, I feel angry, I'm validating myself. And then what happens is that myself is like, oh yeah, she identifies what she feels, and then she's able to like validate it by saying, yes, this is what I feel. Yes, it's a perfectly natural emotion, and it's okay that I feel this right now. I'm not going to try to feel different, or I'm not going to dismiss what I'm feeling out of fear that if somebody, somebody has a judgment about, oh, Angela, she's, she gets angry. And so, yeah, the idea is this: validate yourself. The more you validate yourself, the more worthy you're going to feel. And the more worthy you're going to feel, the more courage you're going to experience. Like, you're just going to feel it naturally. You won't even have to muster it up, because the reality is that when we see ourselves in a certain way, right, as capable, as worthy, as enough, as lovable, as powerful, right? When we see ourselves in these ways, things start to change all around us. And one of the biggest ways is that people start to see us in the same way. They start to feel us in that way of like, oh yeah, she feels herself as worthy. I feel her as worthy. So I think that's the gist. Self-validation leading to a sense of worthiness that then takes you to a place of feeling courage so that you can take up space, which is essentially what I just did. I stopped for a minute. I'm going to start walking again, but that's it for now. That's it for today. And yeah, happy spring, everyone. Okay, bye.